Hello, welcome to an Elliot Cole second channel video. It's been a little while. We've got a bit of a mission today, and that mission is to fix this by installing this onto this. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's fine, nor do I. No, basically I made a video recently on my main channel about this little dude. It's a Boxy Pixel pocket color aluminum or aluminium Game Boy, which is just absolutely stunning. It really looks like something that Apple would make. I'm a massive fan of the black anodized buttons as well as the red. You know, the little accent of red is like that homage to the original, and honestly, I'm just obsessed with it. It's just so sleek and beautiful, and although yes, there's a couple of little caveats, whatever the word is, like the cartridge sticks out, realistically, get a grip. I mean, this thing is just absolutely stunning, and there is no denying it. But we do have a problem. I'm not going to adhere this down until the screen underneath is black, because you can see little bits of white peeking out, and that is not what I want. So Nick from Boxy Pixel sent me one of these. Massive shout out to Z Labs for shipping this literally the same day that Nick ordered it. Basically, the screen arrived broken on the original one, and when I was building it halfway through, this happened. But don't worry, massive thank you to Nick from Boxy Pixel for getting it for me, and massive thank you to Z Labs for shipping it out so quickly. Absolute legends. So we are going to now attempt to put this thing back together with a working screen. Now I am aware that you can actually buy the screens themselves somehow, so I'm not sure why we didn't just get that, because this flex PCB is the expensive part, but doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is start by taking apart our brand new Boxy Pixel Pocket Color, which is quite emotional because I don't really want to be doing this, but I thought let's do a second channel video, bit of entertainment, showcase this beautiful thing a little bit more, and also just give some promotion to Nick, because in fairness, none of this would have been possible without him, or my mum, in fact, because I wouldn't be here. But yeah, I mean, it's just so cool. I mean, he's seriously a pioneer in this space, and I've got a massive amount of respect for him. I remember when he first reached out to me, he had no idea about sort of influencer marketing at that stage, and we were sort of figuring it out together because it was a long time ago, and now he's absolutely killing it, which is just so brilliant to see. Well deserved as well, if you ask me, because he's doing something very, very unique. So there we have it, the beautiful machined aluminium block of goodness. Just so, so lovely. Undeniably one of the most beautiful devices in history. So there is the back removed. We've now got two more screws here. Now, one thing that was kind of interesting, quite a few people were commenting saying that the charging PCB board is actually a little bit dodgy. Apparently, it's got something to do with the fact that it doesn't register when it's charging. Therefore, it doesn't register when it's on whilst it's charging. Does that make sense? So basically, if you're playing this and charging it, it's not going to register that or something, and you could risk overcharging the battery or something, which is obviously quite a frightening thing. So not really sure what I can do about that, because I don't know what other boards are available, but I imagine there are some, and if someone could link one to me, and then I can swap that out and feel a bit more confident about playing it and charging it. But for now, I just will make sure that I only charge it when I'm not playing it. Right, so all I did there was just very easily removed the screen. Let's just triple check that it's still working. Oh, well, of course it's gonna... I need to plug it in, don't I, Elliot? Okay, well, we're gonna have to just hope for the best. Right, what we're gonna do is take a small spudger. Let me grab one of those. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just sort of wedge this spudger underneath the ribbon cable and very gently sort of twist it, like that, and that should lift it up perfectly fine. Okay, now we're going to very gently remove this little PCB here. It should be a little bit of double-sided tape underneath. Got to be careful. Careful. There we go. Okay, and then we can remove the screen. So that is one screen out. Now, it should be fairly straightforward. All we need to do is put the next one in. So let's just repeat that process. I'm going to just shove this under here, very gently flick it up. And then we've got a small piece of tape there, and that can come off like so. Oh, please don't break. There we go. Okay, and that is that removed. Perfect. So we've got a bit of adhesive, two little strips down the side. So we're going to go ahead and peel them off. And once we've done that, we should be able to reassemble the newer one, which will give me a lot of peace of mind. And then we can work on the white one, which is actually going to someone who reached out to me on Instagram. It's something very rare that I do, but I sometimes do. So follow me on Instagram. There we go. Okay, perfect. So the next stage is to fit this into here like that. Once that's all nice and set down. In fact, we'll give it a little wipe down later on. That's fine. Let's just very gently press it in to place, and we can always give it a good press down later on. Okay, so now we need to reinstall the flexible PCB, the ribbon cable. Go ahead and set that down and connect the screen to the PCB. Roughly like that. Okay, didn't hear a sort of definitive click, which is quite concerning. Really hope I haven't damaged anything. Right, let's quickly test that, because I'm actually panicking a bit now. Okay, here we go. Oh, something's fallen out. It's all going wrong. Right, all the buttons seem to press fine. Okay, let's set the battery down and just put one screw in. Okay, let's just test that that screen works. Please don't be broken. Hey! Okay, good. So how's our touch sensor doing? Perfect. Okay, that is a huge relief. There we have it. The black screen, ladies and gentlemen, is in. So let's turn that off. We shall continue to reassemble this, which is fairly straightforward. One more screw into here. And we need to set down this small little touch sensor, which I probably should have done before I put the PCB in. Uh-oh. Come on. In you go. Come on. In you go. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, right. We'll give that a good bit of clearance so it doesn't get crushed in the shell. Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Right, we can set all of that down. Hopefully that will stay put. Comme ça. Now we need to set down this back piece again, and we should be good to go. There we go, got to get it over the USB-C, make sure no cables are getting in the way. All looks absolutely fine. We'll give it one final test. Perfect, all the buttons press. That is a massive success, hugely relieved. Right, we just need to get these screws in, and then we can have a focus on the white one. I still haven't picked up any double-sided tape yet for the screen, which is a little bit annoying for the screen bezel piece, but that's okay. I can get that at a later stage. We can still see what it will look like with that black glass underneath instead of the white, which I think will make such a huge difference to this overall look, because the white just, I don't know, it sort of removed the effect of that black pocket screen. It sort of just reminded me that there's a Game Boy Color screen underneath. Right, so that is that, I think, in. Never want to over tighten the screws, always a bit scared, but that looks like it's all together. And the power's working fine. Touch sensor's working fine. Right, we will take off this this protective film now as well. Luckily it's a nice glass screen, so it will actually hopefully be pretty scratch resistant. There we go. I mean, that immediately looks so much sleeker, it's unreal. I actually wouldn't have been opposed to the idea of having just that as the screen, but this does actually make a really big difference, and I think just finishes it off so well. So here we go. Yes, 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 yes. That is miles better. Yes. So now you can't see where the glass is and where the where the IPS display isn't. So if you took this off, you could actually in some lighting see where the black bezel glass ends, and then the actual screen underneath basically just isn't lit with the pixels. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's a small sort of thin perimeter around the side of the screen that is not glass and not pixels. So when that screen lens goes on over the top, it just looks like it's all that uniform non-pixel area. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure it does, but that looks absolutely stunning. Seriously gorgeous. And the one thing that I'm really enjoying at the moment, oopsie, hang on, let me just put that screen lens back on. The one thing I'm really enjoying at the moment is I recently picked up a Mac Studio, and on my desk next to that Mac Studio, it just looks so gorgeous. Really, really, really happy with it. Okay, so the next thing then is to try and fix our little friend, the white Game Boy Color, because this thing got used and abused in order to help us fix the other one. So what we're going to do is reinstate this screen into here, like so. Now, this basically has all of the same features and gizmos as that metal one, and is much cheaper to build because it's not using that metal screen. So I'll leave a link to that is in the card if you want to go and watch that. But essentially, the good thing about... Oh, have I done this the wrong way? Should I have sort of done that bit first? Is that going to work? Oh, I'm just being an idiot. Essentially, this is a cheaper way of building the same thing from a technical standpoint, and this has light up buttons, and it probably still comes in at cheaper than the Boxy Pixel one with the lit up buttons. So if you're doing this on a budget, but you want the nice screen and the backlit-ness and all that rest of it, you can still do it. You don't need a Boxy Pixel shell. They are just very gorgeous. There we go. So that is that now in, and we can set that down like that. Make sure that the start and select buttons go back in. I appreciate this probably just looks like a bit of a mess to everyone, but I think I know what's going on. So we should be okay. Right, there we go. Buttons all feel like they're in. Power switch isn't, but now it is. And then we can set the ribbon cable into place. Like that. And there we have it. That's, for the most part, back together. Okay, there we go. I found the screws. Right, let's put these in. 3 of those. Okay, right, we're going to set that touch sensor up into there, hopefully. That'll do. Righty-ho. And then we're going to slide this back piece on. There we go. Now, one thing I noticed is this corner doesn't sit down properly. I noticed that when I first put this together, and I'd love to know why. I would absolutely love to know why. What is it that's causing that? I'm being an idiot. This just needs to go into that hole, and I think sometimes it doesn't. And so, hopefully that now is it in that hole. Yes! Okay, and now that doesn't stick up. Alright, I was just being dumb. The power LED just wasn't in place. That makes a lot more sense. Everything's fine, don't worry. Okay, little touch sensor again. Perfect. Right, now the back goes on. Make sure that that's all those wires are out of the way. That's one part of it as well. It's like the sort of the attention to detail. Kind of hard to teach someone that. You know, in videos, like I can be as thorough as I can possibly be in the tutorial that I do, reminding everybody of everything. But general attention to detail just comes from experience. So don't be disappointed with yourself if you do something slightly wrong that you might not see me do. I've definitely made the mistakes before. I've done my time, and now I'm hopefully I'm a bit better. But you know, about 3 seconds ago, I put the LED in the wrong hole. So it's not like you're ever going to be completely perfect. I'm sure even the highest end of, I don't know, watchmakers still make mistakes to very expensive Rolexes, etc. So that is hopefully it now, fully together. The one thing I'm not sure I have is any batteries to test it, which is not good. But I feel so much better knowing that this Game Boy is back together. So let's see if we can find some batteries real quick. Yeah, the batteries are dead, but the screen does work. But yeah, the batteries had completely had it. There we go. Yeah, it's just going to keep dying. But we did it. We've absolutely done it. This one is now back together and looks lovely. And this one has the right screen in it now. So there we go. That is something that I needed to do. This is a little odd job with Elliot, which is a series I'm probably going to start because I've got a lot of little things that I want to do. I also want to showcase a couple of things on my desk. Like I want to do a review of this mini computer that I got sent by a cool company. It's really awesome. And I think a few people want me to do a review on my Mac Studio as well. So I'll probably try and get around to that too. But things are up in the air at the moment with my life, as they always seem to be. I'll give everybody an update once there's actually something really important to update you on. But until then, I'd rather not just put out speculation and you know, that sort of stuff. I'd rather wait till it's all set in stone. But yeah, I'll keep you all posted. Watch this channel. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.